Hey guys, so I'm doing a quick video of the 1971 CB100 that I just got running. Took the first inaugural ride around town and it did reasonably well. I'll give you a little tour of this bike. I put on these new Shinko 241 tires. It's a 2.75 in the front and a 3.0 in the back. I converted the sealed headlight bulb to an LED. You can kind of see the LED in there. JB welded that in place. I've got 12 volt LED bulbs for the signals. Fabbed up a clutch cable, and as you can see, I've got the right brake cable there. I'm going to replace that, but I just wanted to get this bike up and running. The tank is pretty good. It had a fair bit of rust in it. I did clean it out with apple cider vinegar, and that came out decently well. Although I'm sure it's going to gum up the carb, but with a single carb, it's not that big of a deal. As far as the engine, the points are dialed in. I actually took this carburetor off of the other spare bike, and it was in very rough shape. I'll include some pictures of that. But it did clean up, and it seems to be working fine. Cam chain seems to be okay, and I haven't checked the valves, but it's running pretty well. I will check the valves soon. This is the 12 volt conversion. I've got a bridge rectifier there. It does run a little bit high, so I might try to wire in a regulator at some point. Right now I'm running this with a AGM battery, so it can kind of take that, unlike a lithium, but ideally we would keep that voltage under control. Right now it's jumping all the way up to 15 volts. I've got a new-ish chain on there that I had used on the spare bike. I think that the shocks are a little bit short because I think I'm getting a little bit of wheel rub against the rear fender. I can hear that when I hit bumps. So I think there might be some rubbing going on, and I'll have to take a look at what that's all about, but probably we'll have to upgrade the shocks to get a little bit of distance there. What else? Got LEDs in the back. All the lights are working. I do have a hole here, and my goodness, I think there was a mouse in there because when I stopped for gas, the first time gassing it up, there was a gigantic fur thing sticking out of it. So that was interesting. What else we got here? There's my DIY clutch cable. It's a bit DIY'd on the other end, and this nut, kind of lost that and then found that silvery one in the pile of parts, which is why it's shiny. I do not have a toolkit. I might take that bit off. New spark plug. I think the coil is new. It was new when it got to me. I don't have a rear view mirror, but I'm going to check the stash for that. I have the front fender off. I think it looks cool, but I will have to put that on when I get the safety inspected, which I have not yet. I will also need to probably put some oil in the fork and then add this side reflector, because here in Massachusetts you will flunk your inspection if you don't have a side reflector on both sides. So as far as remaining work that needs to be done, I will have to do something about those rear shocks. I will need to put the front fender back on to get the safety inspection, check the valves, and pretty much just ride this as the weather starts to cool down. Try to get a few more riding days here in New England fall. But it's a fun scoot, and I'll keep you up to date on how things go. Thanks.